All right, guys, we're rolling again. We actually started rolling yesterday, so let me fill you in. Okay, guys, we started rolling yesterday. Shortly after I made the video, by the time it got done uploading and you guys were reading it, I was already running. But I went inside and I said, hey, you know, I mean, what's the deal? I've been sitting here too long. It's time to get rolling. And again, the first 34 hours, I really wasn't tripping. I mean, I wasn't. It didn't bother me because I was doing the mentor stuff. I put the application, which is only, you know, 2 little questions or something. That was easy, but there's like I think it was 12 modules you have to go through for the online class, and so each module is like 30 minutes and shit. So yeah, did this little test at the end. So I did that. So I made use of the time. Would I rather been driving? Yes, I'd rather been driving. And reason I would rather be driving is because, first off, let's understand, prioritize. What is it that I'm out here to do? I got money. I'm not really tripping on the money. I'm out here at this point so I can help the UBS get to that point as well, okay? And I need to get the mentoring thing taken care of. That's more important to me than, you know, getting extra miles. But once I got that shit done, now the meat kicked in and I'm ready to goddamn run. So yeah, it's kind of unfair to the way the system works, okay? So I gotta say that up front. But I don't give a shit. I was ready to run. I'm ready to run. So after I got finished with the class, I came in. I made the video, and then really I made the video because that's what I update you guys and let you know that I went through I've done my part, jumped the hurdles to get the mentoring thing done. Okay, and then I went inside and said, hey, God damn it. I've been sitting there for, you know, at that point it's like 42 hours. I need to goddamn go. So I went to the restroom and washed my hands and everything, washed my face a little bit. By the time I got to the truck, bling, 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 I had a load on there. So it's a good load, about 1,300 miles. So you know, the deadhead to the customer was 140 miles, and it's at it would be 1,300, which is 1 o'clock the next day for the pickup. Okay, what we do? Damn right. We are now 8.2 miles away and sitting at a Love's waiting for 12:30. We're gonna go over there and get loaded. Then we're gonna use all of what we got left on our clock and run the living shit out of this run. And we're gonna knock that shit out in 2 days. Done. Why'd you get all the good loads? Shit. You have to have good habits. Okay? That's just it. Run hard. When you get on my truck as a mentor, that's what you're gonna learn. We're gonna run hard. And then, you know, the way I run, I used to do it a little different. Now I feel better just running hard and then taking a little 34. And I got entertainment. You probably see my TV in the background back there. I got entertainment, you know, And when I get a student, I'll ask them, hey, you know, let's plan what we're going to do at 34 and you know, take some 34s where they want to take some 34, maybe close to their house. They may be able to take one at home every once in a while, you know? So, that's that. So, now I'm going to spend the rest of this video answering some questions. Okay, guys and gals, I'm gonna read some of your comments and then I'm gonna answer them here. I won't give all the names away, but when you read the video, you're gonna know which question was yours. I'm finding out that companies actually pay wages while you're going to their school, like $400 a week. Independent schools and CC, I guess that community college sure don't do that. Does Swift pay while you're in their training school? No, Swift does not pay you while they're in your training school. Okay, and I would caution you guys when a recruiter, lying ass recruiter, tells you that shit, because will some companies give you money? Think about it this way. You own a company. You do. You own a company, and you got somebody call you up and say, I want to come work for you and I need to be trained. And you say, okay, I'll train you. Then I'm going to give you money. I'm going to pay you for me to train you. Does that even make sense? No, hell no. No, you ain't even an employee. You're not an employee until after you get your CDL, go through the orientation, and then get hired. Why are they gonna give you money? You're not even an employee. Okay? So let me tell you how it works, bro. That is a loan. The companies some companies will give you money because they know that you've been out there several weeks, maybe even a month and a half or so, and you hadn't been working. So listen, you have savings, you know, your finances might be getting a little tight. So yes, they will start breaking you off some, but that is a loan that they're gonna have you make you pay back. So over time. So no, they don't give you shit. Okay, none of them. There's another one on here. We'll talk about that one last. People other things cause no smoking. Yeah. So you know, when I become a mentor, I don't smoke, and a lot of times you hear me talking, and I do that when I talk. It's because my sinuses are giving me trouble. I have pretty rough allergies, and cigarette smoke. I can literally feel my nasal passages swell shut when I get around cigarette smoke, so I can't have that. Okay. You got a brand new truck. They gave me a 2016 Freightliner. It runs like a champ, but outdated. I want a new Freightliner or Volvo. You want a new Freightliner, you don't want a new Volvo. You know, I don't know that it's not just this truck, you know. I mean, it just could have been a bad apple, but I really like the way the truck drives and handles. I really do. But there's some bitch, I will, while I was at the yard there in Laredo, I idled 3/4 tank of fuel in 40+ hours sitting there, because I can't turn the truck off very long because the batteries run down. Y'all know the story. It just has issues, man, and I want to get out of it. Now you got a 2016 Freightliner, bro. Kiss it real tight, hold it real hard. Get all the love you can get out of it, because they finna call that somebody's back in, and you fixing to get a 2020 real fast. Watch what I'm telling you. Do they pay? So how does pay work when it's just sitting there? Is it considered off duty? It's you get detention pay. So they're gonna pay me $50 a day to be sitting there because they don't have a load for me. So yes, you do get paid when they don't have a load. You don't have to let them know, and they'll take care of you. Yeah, okay. What's your email address? Now, the reason this person asked me for my email address, a couple reasons, but if you are on my list to get a headset because you're in school right now and then you're going to go to the mentor's truck, as soon as you're done and you get past the schooling and you're about to go to the mentor, you need to email me 50plusTruckerTalk@gmail.com. You need to email me. They're going to give you a driver code, which is basically an employee number. And if you're on my list, I already have that. So y'all ain't on my list and you try to do that, hey, here's my driver code. I can look on my list and know that it ain't you because I got it all. Tomorrow I'm gonna get an updated list from Autumn, okay? So if you guys are wanting to get into the headset program, or if you want to have an opportunity to ride with me, then and I can only do one a month, so you gotta have to call Autumn so she can get you out there, okay? And she's really cool and she's very informative, all right? So you won't have any problems. What's the age limit for a CDL driver? You have to be 21 to get the license. And you can continue to hold your CDL license until you can no longer qualify for the physicals. You can no longer pass the physical. Okay? My mentor was like 72 or 73, something like that. And the dude, besides the fact that he's just up in age, the dude is in good health. And he made us stop so that he can walk, and stretch out. He would walk up mountains, the hills and stuff, and come back down and walk a trail or something and come back. Dude is really healthy. And as long as this is what he told me, is as long as I can pass the DOT physical, I'm gonna keep on driving. So, and then I done seen some guys out here that are pretty seasoned. And I've seen couples that have those super sleeper trucks. And they look like they, trade false teeth back and forth to each other and shit like that. Look, that's my age, man. But they have retired from whatever they were doing. Or maybe he was a truck driver, she was a truck driver. They might have been doing it all their life. But rather than getting an RV and riding around the country, they live in that big sleeper and haul freight and still make money and still enjoy life. So it doesn't matter. As long as you can pass that DOT physical, get after it. Let me see if I can find a couple more. Okay, by the way, if you guys call the 1-800 number to get in touch with Autumn, or you fill out information online, you may not get her. And if you don't get her, you're going to get someone else. Hopefully you get one that treats you right. But either way, just let me know that when your start date is, and then you need to still get in contact with Autumn and say, hey, listen, I didn't get you, but I need to be put on 50 plus list. And then she'll put you on my list and answer any questions that you may have, okay? She's real cool about that. Did you get your antenna, or was it already there? Can you make a video about that? He's talking about my TV antenna. The trucks come with TV antennas and inverters, and the new 2020s all come with refrigerators built in already. The mounts for the TV is already there, and all you have to do is is mount your TV and then screw the little antenna hole right up to the back of the TV, just like you would do at home. You don't have to buy any extra antenna or anything, and then you just push tune. Every time I stop and I want to watch local TV, I stop and then push auto tune, and then the antenna will find any local stations that it can pick up. And so that's what I'm watching right now. That's a local channel. So you'll have that opportunity too on your truck as well. You don't have to spend any extra money for that. I do have a DVD player and a Blu-ray player, whatever you call that, and that's because I didn't want to. My son picked me a PlayStation, whatever the last one is, and this did at the house. I had him get it for me at around Christmas time. I gave him the money so he could find a unit. It's got double controllers and all that shit. So I might go ahead and let him put it into the new truck so that whenever I have a student and we want to, play football or something shit against each other, make some, enjoy the little time, and I may have a younger student. I don't care. It's something to waste a little time, I prefer watching crazy ass. Everybody don't want to watch the shit I like to watch. I like to watch crazy ass shit from like Seth MacFarlane and Big Mouth. You watch Big Mouth? Yeah. Ew, ew, ew. Yeah, I like that shit. That shit crazy. Hey, crazy stuff, I like that. Okay? Patrick, hey 50. Talk to Autumn. Good. So he's in. Be safe when you leave on Monday. Yes, well, they took care of me yesterday. I actually got to this truck stop pretty early yesterday. I've probably been sitting for about a good little while. I've been sitting for let me see. I've been sitting for 18 hours at this truck stop, and I picked the load up at 1 today, so I pick it up in about 4 hours. So it worked out, worked out real good. And I could have stayed there, but I like to get on top of shit, and then I wanted to make sure that I had a 10 so that I would have fresh hours. That's how we do. We want to get as much hours in reserve so when we go pick up our load, we have a lot of hours to forward that load on the same day we pick it up. So it worked out real good, man. Closed mouths don't get fed. That's true. And I did go in there. I actually went in there right after while the video was uploading, I was in there. And by the time when I came back, the video was still uploading and I already had a load. Chad wants a headset. Chad, I want to give you a headset. Either email me 50plustruckertalk@gmail.com, and then I'll forward Autumn's information to you, or you can wait till the end of this video, get Autumn's information, and send it. Let her know you need to get on my list. You have to go through one of Swift's training schools, and then you have to get hired. So that means you have to be hireable, and once you get rolling on the Mentor's truck, you'll need to send me an email and say, hey, I'm with my mentor, and that's when you and I start communicating via phone. And once you're getting really close, when you get about 150 hours, 160 somewhere in there, hours already behind you, you only need like 40 hours that you're going to get in a week. I then will send it to your house, so that way when you get done with your mentor, you're going to want to take a little bit of time. You would have already been out there about a month or so. You might want to go home for a few days. I want the headset to already be at your house. When you get home, for that little short home time break, okay? Try to get a couple more in here so we don't get extra long. Start orientation. Travis starts orientation Monday or Wednesday. Good. So, Travis, you're going to be getting with a mentor sometime this week, more likely than not. So you need to make sure that you let me know that you're on the mentor's truck, okay? So that way you and I can start communicating and get that done. I still need to go to CDL school to get your CDL yourself. Training straight moving. Okay. Let me. This pops up quite a bit, and this question was, do they still not need? If you come to Swift with your CDL already, basically, what's the process? Okay, if you went to a school and got a CDL, and you have zero experience, you just have a CDL, you more than likely are going to have to go back through Swift training school. And that's because they don't know how you acquired that CDL. Okay? All of them will do this, not just Swift. All of them do this because you're about to get in a $170,000 piece of equipment. Maybe $1 million in freight on the road with other lives. And they're just going to, okay, you got a license here, let me just give you the keys. Come on. No company is going to do that. They want to know that you at least had the proper training. Okay, that's if you had no experience. So they're going to send you through their school, and when you're done, you're signed off, then you're going to go get them a mentor's truck and take the same route everybody else does. So it doesn't really gain you anything to acquire your CDL before you go to school. It does, before you get hired, but it does help you to get your learner's permit before you go to the school. Okay, but also depending on where you acquired your CDL, some companies won't even look at you. They won't even, they're gonna either treat you like you don't have a CDL, or just flat out deny you because you went somewhere. I know I'm gonna go do this because I can get it down for $2,500. Swift charges $6,000. Well, good luck to you. Good luck to you. Swift was the cheapest, and that is right there in the middle, or average rather. Okay. There's a whole lot of schools out there to train you to do shit that you can't even you can't even use when you get done. Just watch daytime TV and tell me that ain't true. Okay, so don't y'all do that. If you wanna do it that route, call the place where the company that you want to go to work for, and make sure that you're hireable with that company before you step out there and try to be the smart man or the smart girl. Try to do something that everybody else has already thought it out, and you're going to do it better, you're going to do it different, you're going to get yours first, then go, okay, these are lying ass goddamn recruiters out there. I'm telling you, they're going to tell you, yeah, you can go ahead and do that when you get done. You can come on over here and you can go do it and find out you're now ineligible for hire. Now I'm telling you, you might go out there and find out you got a CDL. Yeah, you got a CDL, and somebody's got restrictions on it that you didn't know that you was going to get because you didn't get tested out in a proper equipment. I mean, I'm telling you shit that I've heard over and over and over and over again. I'm just not making stuff up. Okay, don't do that. Why anyway? Why? It doesn't make any sense. You be out that money. Well, I don't want to be under contract. I get it. I don't want to be under contract either. That's why I'm not under contract. I went through Swift school, and I'm not under contract. Okay. First off, that's bullshit. Nobody can hold you to anything. Okay. Especially in Texas, shit, it's a free-hour work state. I can come and go as I please as an employee. You can hire and fire me as you please as an employee. So how the hell does a goddamn contract come into play? You can't leave. Bullshit. You just owe them money. They will sue you and make you pay them for the money that they gave you to go to school. So what you can do is go to the school And when you get finished with the school, they're gonna say, okay, now you owe this much money, and you say, no, I don't. Here's a check. Done. I owe you nothing. What's the difference, man? But why try to outsmart the system? I don't get it. I don't get it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't put yourself in a situation where you could get screwed. If I walk down the path, I already know how it ends. I actually know how to walk down that dimension. So I'm not gonna just walk blindly. Okay, I investigate the situation, investigate the methods so that I don't screw myself. And I want you to do the same thing, okay? Let's see here. Hold on just a second. I needed to get rid of some of that background noise, okay? Just a couple of more. By the way, if you guys watched Steve, his last name Steve Kellems. He's a Swift driver too, and he had a 2016, and just last week he upgraded to a 2020. He's got a 2020 International right now, so you will get upgraded out of that 16. Really sure. Madison Jean, I met her she's one of the Swifties. I met her at the terminal in Laredo. It was good meeting you. I hope I get to see you again. It was pretty cool. And I met another UBS there when I was hooking up to my trailer to get up out of there. I met another UBS and we had a good little conversation. Man, I wish that he had been able to get there the day before, because now I have my it's time for me to do my ribs, and I'm gonna do some ribs probably tomorrow, not today, because tonight I'll be in Houston. Okay, but I would have been able to share some ribs with them and have a good time. Let's see, one more, and then I'll save some questions for the next one. Do you have an antenna or Wi-Fi or Fire Stick? I kind of answered that one already, so I'll skip that one and keep going until I get to another one. How long do you have to drive to become a mentor? Swift's policy is you have to be with the company 6 months before you can be a mentor. And I think actually I'm at 5 months, but somehow I'm eligible a little early. So I'm good with that, because that means I'll be able to help you guys a lot sooner. You know, I really enjoy interacting with you guys. It's pretty cool. So I'm gonna do one last one before I leave, and I know this is going long, but it's a good Q&A, so I hope that it's going to. I hope you guys are gonna receive it favorably. Guy commented and said, "Hey, you know, you really ain't making no money working for Swift. You should leave and go on rock." And I'm like, well, you know, would you recommend somebody with 3 months experience driving to go buy a truck and become an owner operator? Everybody's got their own opinions and the way that they think things should run, okay? And that's the reason there is a 99% and a 1%. And the 99% despise the 1%. The 99%ers believe that the 1%ers are just horrible, money hungry grabbers and just out not good people. The 1%ers know something that the 99%ers don't. That's the reason there will be 1%ers. But the gate is not closed for those who want to become a 1%er, or even if you don't want to become a 1%er, but you just want to better your life for yourself and your family, then you have to do something. You have to think. If somebody is 1% of something, then that must mean that they're totally different than everything else. So if you believe that that's true, and it has to be, because listen, you just completely blind to reality, and if you are, me speaking to you right now, it's not going to fix any of your problems, okay? But if you believe that that 1% is dramatically different than the 99%, then why would you believe that you can, in 3 months, become an owner-operator and be successful when 99% of those that are doing it are failing? How can you think that? You got that idea because you see other people on YouTube doing that. And how many of them are really, truly pulling it off? Now, if you know how to see it, then you can start watching their videos and know where their trends is going, you know. They'll be on talking about how my truck broke down. They losing money. And if it breaks down a second time, there was a YouTuber who's doing that, and their truck broke down twice back to back. I know damn well they in trouble. I don't give a shit what they say. I know they're in trouble because the math don't work. Okay? The math don't work. You got a truck no due every week or every month, and every time you have a breakdown, it takes a week. So you're going to be out of the truck for half the month, pay your expenses, and pay a truck note too. Now you're in a hole. You're in a hole. And, you know, just don't do that. There's other ways to become successful, but you can't, you know, produce fruit and you're still a sapling. Okay? You got to wait till you get the experience, man. Wait till you learn the business before you decide. Learn how to drive the goddamn truck before you decide I'm gonna go buy one. And you gonna tell me you got money? You ain't got no goddamn money. You don't have money. You don't have money. I know you don't have money unless you scratched off a lottery ticket. You don't have money because you cannot acquire the money. And you can't acquire the money because you don't know how. You know how I know you don't know how? Because you telling me you're gonna go get a goddamn truck in 3 months and be an owner-operator. That's dumbass shit. You can't be successful. You don't have the money. So what you gonna do? You gonna go buy a truck. $15,000, $16,000 truck. So much you got 750,000 miles on it. You're gonna start at something and on the way home, the motherfucker gonna have a problem. If you don't have a problem, you're gonna discover something. You're gonna discover something with that truck on your way from picking it up from the goddamn dealership that fucked you out into buying it. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Come on. Crawl before you walk. You know, look down the road before you start your journey. Fill your brain with as much wisdom as you can fill it before you start, okay? Now, here we go. I cut back with y'all later. Yeah. Boop. Hey everybody, 50 Plus here. What do I do when my recruiter won't return my calls? They're lying to me. They don't have answers to the questions I'm asking. Problem is, once I get those questions, it's already too late. Industry standard. Once a recruiter has got you, they got you. You belong to them. At the end of this video, I'm going to give you my recruiter's information. Her name is Autumn, and if you're thinking about joining Swift, that's who I want you to contact. Give her a call. She's going to send you through the process. Eventually, you're going to wind up on a mentor's truck. When you get in that truck, you're going to be in that truck for 200 hours. For 200 hours, I want your phone in the bunk. If you're willing to do that, I'm going to send you a Blue Pirate headset. You need to let Autumn know 50 Plus sent you.